My name is Lori Hutchinson. I am the founder and current president of Annabels Closet. So God actually called me to do this. This was not any venture that I ever wanted to endure, start, do. God had actually given me a dream several years before I started the organization, which was in January of 2015. But he had called me through a dream prior to that to do a nonprofit. And it was an evolution to figure out what that nonprofit was to do through a variety of different people that he interjected in my life and in my path. Annabels Closet was born. Our whole goal is to be able to be there for families, survivors of domestic violence as they're transitioning out of the shelter. We want to set them up for success in their new apartment. They've been through horrific things, emotional, physical, mental, every kind of abuse. It's all the same. It has the same impact. And our goal is to be able to walk alongside them, show them that there's another way and another path, that God wants better for them, that they don't deserve what's happened to them, and that there's good things coming. And we want to be part of that good thing that is coming their way.
My name is Linda Ticer, and at Annabels Closet, I and my husband do any number of things. One of the main things we do is try to get items that they're in need of, and we do that by purchasing them ourselves or by talking with friends who want to be involved also. I got involved in Annabels Closet because my church does a day called Love Our City, and I signed up for this. It said Annabels Closet. I really thought I was going to be doing clothes. It just struck a chord with me, and when I told my husband, he also was very interested in getting involved.
My name is Christine Schneider. I'm a board member for Annabels Closet. Mainly, I help design and do the functioning of some of the events that we have, and we just kind of work together as far as fundraising options, planning for some of our events, like our golf tournament and our purse auction. So once I learned about Annabels, came and saw what the organization does, I saw that people actually can start over again. It wasn't a terrible end, as I used to see so many times working in that emergency room setting. So to come here to see what the organization was about, how the survivors of domestic violence can actually start over and rebuild their lives, and that Annabels had such a big part of that.
My name is Jasmine Major, and I am the administrative assistant here at Annabels Closet. I'm kind of Lori's second hand. I assist her with a lot of background tasks, things that kind of take up a lot of her time. This is a place that I feel like is such a good representation of God's love, and also just being the hands and feet of Jesus and just loving on people and caring for people. They steward over all of the donations that we have in this warehouse so well.
We're there to be there for each other, to get us through those difficult and challenging times. And so we need to be able to have resources to be able to love on these women and these families that have been through these tough situations.
What Annabels does is it gives them that fresh start. And it gives me that hope, too, that we can help so many more people if we just spread the word and they understand what we can do for them and get them out of their situation.
Annabels Closet has made such a difference for these families. If you would imagine a hurricane hit your house and there was nothing left. Well, in this situation, it is an issue with an abuser, and you have nothing. You leave with nothing. You don't have a bed, you don't have a pillow, towels to take a bath. And when we leave from going into one of these homes, they have everything.
We get basically a name and a phone number from our social services contact in Harbor House, which is Orange County Shelter. Safe House is a Seminole County Shelter. Those are the two counties that we cover. I call the mom and have a conversation with her, but I go through the questionnaire with them. I find out what their physical needs are. I send that information out to our warehouse manager and operations manager. They then will pull the items according to what's on the questionnaire. We will assemble everything that we need to be able to furnish their apartment. That gets loaded into the truck, and then that gets taken to them with another group of volunteers. We will haul it up the stairs, we'll put the beds together, we'll put the furniture in place, we'll help leave everything for the kitchen on the counters, and all they have to do is wash and put things away. Everything that we can do within our power to make this a comfortable transition, to set the mom up for success in this new apartment so that she doesn't give up and go back to that abuser.
The call to action to folks is get involved. Just come volunteer, come work in the warehouse, come help us on the deliveries, spread the word of Annabelle's. The more sponsors that we have, the more things that we can do to help those families.
I think that's why God chose the butterfly for our logo, because the butterfly starts as a caterpillar, and the caterpillar is ugly, and we signify that as the abuse. The caterpillar then goes into the chrysalis, and the chrysalis is that healing process, and that's where we get involved at the end of that healing process as they're transitioning out of the shelter into that new place. Once they break out of that chrysalis, they're this beautiful creature. They have the opportunity now to do whatever it is that they wanted to do, that God has called them to do. They have a beautiful future ahead of them. Whatever's happened in the past is in the past. That doesn't have to hang over them. They have the freedom to be who they want and should be. If there's somebody that wants to get involved in the organization, come take a tour and see if this is a good fit for you. Business community partners and sponsors of our events to be able to fund the organization is always key. We can't do what we do without them and without their funding of the organization.